welcome back to my channel again. So in this video we are going to watch the book which name is The Old Man and His God, and this is our chapter number 7 and part number first. So guys, if you haven't watched any of my videos, so don't worry, I will upload the whole playlist about this section and you will able to check out all of this video. Okay, so let's get started. So our chapter name is An Officer Goer's Dilemma, and this is page number 1 and chapter number 7. Okay, so in the numerous software companies setting up office in Bangalore, okay, the issue of corporate social responsibility is being increasingly taken seriously. I was once invited to speak on this to the employees of one such company. Like most other offices, this one too resembled a five-star hotel with its marble and granite floors, chandeliers, painting on the walls, the housekeeper sweeping and mopping incessantly, and extremely polite front office. I usually follow my talks with a question answer session. I consider that the litmus test of how well my talk has been received. I have a theory that if people do not ask the questions after the lecture, then it must have been either so good that no one has anything more to say, or so bad that no one has understood a single word and hence it's quiet. This time, when the questions were being asked, I thought I saw Shanti among the audience. When she saw me looking at her, she waved. As always, I was happy to see her. I have known Shanti ever since she was a student in my college. She is one of those people who seem to have boundless energy, always ready to talk and exchange views. She was also very con- conscious of her social responsibilities and I know had contributed a portion of her salary to charity from the time she started working. When the talk came to an end and everyone started dispersing, I waited for Shanti to come up to me. Hello Shanti, how are you? I was expecting that her usual crispy answer. Instead, I was greeted with a low, sad reply. Sorry. I was taken aback. Shanti, what is the matter? Did you fight with your husband? Don't worry. If husband and wife do not fight, then they cannot be called a couple. It is part of the deal. Come on, cheer up. I joked to ease her tension. The deal? Come on, cheer up. I joked to ease her tension. In the same low tune, Shanti said, no, madam, that is not the reason. Then it is your project deadline approaching and you have not completed it. Shanti, I have always told you that in the software industry, the deadline needs to be kept in mind, and therefore, project management is very essential. I still vaguely remember that you had got highest marks in that. Are you not practicing what you learned in college? That is not the problem. I have completed my project a little bit ahead of time. Then, what is worrying you? But Shanti did not want to talk there. Instead, she took me to her cabin. As we walked, I noticed many other employees wishing her. By the time we reached her cabin, I felt proud that my student was now the boss. The cabin was very well furnished and Shanti closed the blinds before settling down to talk. We each had a cup of coffee and slowly she started confiding in me. Madam, I am very unhappy in this job. To an outsider, it might appear that I have a perfect job. I get an excellent salary, my timings are flexible, and the office is very close to my house. I do not have to put up with the stress of rush hour traffic. I am leading a very good team where each person is committed to the work, but my problem is my boss. She is terrible. She has nothing but harsh words for me. Yes. I have not heard a single positive remark from her in the 3 years I have spent there. If I do a good job, she says someone else could have done it in half the time. And heaven help me if something ever goes wrong and things get delayed. She refuses to understand that sometimes things happen which are beyond my control. Suppose I am traveling to Bombay. She will deliberately scheduled a meeting at 10:30 in the morning, even though she knows my flight is supposed to land only at 10. With the traffic, it is impossible for me to reach the office in half an hour. By the time I reached, she would have finished all the important discussions. I work so hard, sometimes staying back the entire night to complete my work before the deadline, but still she says, "You could have been better. You could have been better." Madam, it is impossible to satisfy her. Calm down, Shanti. Maybe your boss is the kind of person who is never satisfied with anything. That is her nature, and you cannot change that. You have to accept her the way she is. You cannot choose your boss. So, guys, thank you for watching this video, and congratulations, our first part is completed. So, I will upload this second part also in the after this video. So, if you like this video, please give a big thumbs up, do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon in next video.